Yes, chat, how we doing? Welcome back. It is Monday, which means we're back streaming. How are we doing today? We're going to start off by doing the next episode of a Gabriel Bortoleto F1 25/2026 DLC driver career mode. So let's get straight into it, boys. You know how it is. We are absolutely buzzing, but we are absolutely ill. So it's going to be a fun one, hopefully. I don't know where we are. So let's check that. That's the wrong screen. Funny enough, I've just said let's switch to the right screen. My ass switched to the wrong one. How stupid. And you watched the UFC last night, chat? I did not. Ugh. However, I am very, very, very surprised to see Gaethje demolish Ilya, by the way. Not just win, demolish. Like, genuinely, fully batter. I'm surprised Alex lost. I don't like Gar, in all honesty. But yeah. Sean O'Malley won. Yeah. Michael Chandler lost, which is a bit shit. Not my Michael Chandler. But yeah. Let's get into the driver career then. Been watching a lot of the World Cup as well. Oh, we got a driver update, have we? Hello. How do I see? Kimmy's not been up. What? Nah, that's bullshit. That's weird. I don't get that. Right, let's sim to the race then. Hopefully, you got these upgrades coming in. Yeah, upgrades. Quicker than I'll be now. Well, hey. We still got 3 on the way as well. That's nice. That is nice. I guess we just get into the race weekend then. It's Miami, which means it's a sprint week. Well, hey. So let's get into it. Now, in real life, this was the first race after a month. And that was a long ass month with no F1, trust me. What are your thoughts on Oliver Tree? As in just in general, or like passing? Well, obviously it's really sad that he's passed, isn't it? Like, you know, I'm not gonna be like, you know, good. Who the fuck would say that? Do you know what I mean? Like, no sane person would be happy that someone's died. Like, I quite like them personally. I mean, personality-wise, I mean, his music wasn't for me. I don't really listen to music, but he seemed like a very nice guy. I'd never met him, I never knew him personally, but like, he seemed like a very nice guy, bro. It's sad that though. Apparently some YouTuber died as well, didn't he? Some, I think it was Grassy or something. Never heard of him in all honesty, but it's a shame about that as well. But celebrities need to stop getting in helicopters, bro. Genuinely. Like, how many times is that now? That's too many times. Anyway, sprint quali, let's go.
It's fast and it's furious and it's sprint qualifying, slightly shorter than the Grand Prix format, but time to see.
Time for sprint quali then. Obviously going to be on mediums. We've got a fresh turbocharger and a fresh gearbox, our second one. Obviously on our second internal combustion engine, or ICE. Yeah. While it's dry, because it looks like it's going to get wet, I think that said SQ2, which means Sprint Q2, which means in about 10 minutes time, it is going to be raining. Now, another track that I'm not the best at, in all honesty, is this one. But, hopefully, we can pull something out the bag. But yeah, I'm not the greatest at this track, so let's see what we can do as we start our lap. There we go. The 32-1 doesn't even seem that bad. I'm not even gonna lie, 32-1 does not seem that bad. There we go. Purple middle, you know, that's actually quite decent. I'll take that. And then it's now to the line. What's it gonna be? Like a 130 or 4 tenths slower than Norris. It's not that bad, in all honesty. I'll take that, to be fair. It's really not that bad at all. Hey, Hulkenberg's like doing things now. P8, P10. Looks like we're through. Hamilton's like really on the edge. He could go.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over
Lando
the
Norris
rest of the
got a
weekend.
5
So we'll see you all
place
tomorrow.
grid penalty for some reason. Hamilton just makes it through. Pierre Gasly goes out. Lance Stroll, both Cadillacs once again. And both V-carbs this time, actually. Red Bull have got pace here, P1 and P3. Just like in real life, we actually had some decent pace here when we brought the upgrades and reduced the weight of the car.
Please. Radio check.
Yeah, radio check.
Have we got enough? I think we got just enough time for 2 laps if we need it. So let's go ahead and go out now, just so we do actually have enough time for them 2 laps. But what I think I can actually see is slight little hints of rain. I feel like I'm seeing the odd drop here, so I'm gonna have to do our lap and do it fast. Because if not, we are in trouble, and yet it is raining. It is ever so slightly raining here. A 1:35 for Lewis Hamilton. I think that's roughly what we done last time. We've actually got a purple middle again. We find a lot of time in this middle sector. Our cars are really good in this middle sector. It definitely helps us. Because we went a bit too late on the brakes there. I think the rain's played a bit of a part in that as well, and it's to the line. And it's P2, funny enough. Ahead of Norris, Leclerc. And it is now starting to rain. So I think we might be through. I mean, we had a bit of rain on our lap as well. Hulkenberg's on the cusp. There's a chance. There really is a chance. Agile's only went 13. $85.5 for Max. The rain's fucked it. Both Red Bulls are going to be out here because they went too late. Max Verstappen to the line. Only 14. And just like that, that might be a Q2. A double Q3 for the first time, I'm pretty sure, this season. I think that has just confirmed it. I think it has just confirmed it.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming
Absolutely
up over the rest
nowhere
of the
near
weekend.
the pace of Hamilton.
See you all tomorrow.
But do you know what? We're through. We're P2. Hulkenberg's through. P9. We've knocked both Red Bulls out. Antonelli nearly went, so the wet weather's nearly caught everyone. It's caught Albon, who's normally up and around here. Esteban Ocon's somehow in P6 with Fernando Alonso in P7 in that absolute shit box for Aston Martin. So let's get into Q3, where it really could be anyone's to play for, as long as it's not raining, and it's definitely not ours if it is. There's absolutely no chance we stick on pole if it's raining, by the way. Not saying that we would. Because, I don't think we will at all.
Radio check,
but...
please. Radio check.
There was a bit of a failure in the radio, but...
Apologies, please. It's actually passed now. Alright. Well, let's do it then. Let's bloody do it. Let's bloody do it, dude. Let's get this off hot lap. Down to none. Let us control it. to the line, start our lap. I think this might be our one and only lap, in all honesty, so better make it a good one, eh? Carrying some decent pace. There we go. Middle sector is purple once again. We find so much time through that. Wow. Hulkenberg's done a really good lap. Where is he? He's ahead of Piastri, Ocon, Alonso, Antonelli. This man could be top 5, but we may break that. We may stop that as it's to the line now. Are we going to go ahead of at least Piastri? Still line. It's P2. It's P2. What a lap from us there. Wow. Okay. And there's still a lot of time to find. Although we won't have the time to find it. But I think that's P6 for Nico Hulkenberg there as well. It is. He's absolutely nowhere near it. Oscar Piastri is going again. He's on an out lap. The question is, will he make it? And I think he will make it. But where is Oscar Piastri going to improve to? He doesn't improve. Oscar Piastri is P7. And that is a P2 and a P6 here in Miami in the sprint for the Audis. Wow. Okay then. What a Q3. We've absolutely smashed that out the bag. What a lap from us. I don't know where we've pulled that from. Lewis Hamilton's had an absolute stinker. He had an incredible Q2, an awful Q1, and then just a mid Q3, and it's 5th for him. Antonelli P10. He's behind an Aston Martin and a Haas. That is crazy. And Audis when you think about it, because we're not near the pace of that Mercedes. Well, let's get into the sprint and see what we can do from P2 and P6 with Nico Hulkenberg. That's his best finish this season, so hopefully he can put that into the sprint and we can get a P2 and P6 in the sprint. Fucking buzzing about that, mate. Absolute corker. What a lap. Was just checking something there, chat. I need the McDamon's email to send them the fucking tickets for some shit we're doing in Milan. And this man's just dead. He's not answering his messages. He's not answering anything ever. I even tried belling him before, bro, and he's not answered. I thought he'd be in college, so I messaged Ollie, who's gave me his email already. And Ollie's not got back to me saying whether he's in college or not, so I don't fucking know. I don't know. And I'm fucking fuming. Hiya, Nico. Bro, just looked up to see the crash out. Right, sprint time. Here we go.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I'm sure it's one that will please the fans. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint.
Gabriel Bortoleto lines up on pole position,
with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Hamilton, Nico Hülkenberg, and Norris.
Piastri, Ocon, Alonso, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Behrman, Colapinto,
Isaac Hadjar and Verstappen. Sainz, Albon, Pierre Gasly, and Sergio Perez. Bottas, Lawson, Stroll, and Arvid Lindblad rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Radio check, radio check.
Yep, radio check.
Okay, mate, I know it's tough in there, it's hot in that cockpit, but your tyres are even hotter, so you're going to have to work extra hard to keep them cool. It matters for performance.
So, what I forgot about is Lando Norris's 5-grid place penalty, which means we start P1 and Nico Hülkenberg starts P5. That's pretty fucking sick. A P1 and P5 for Audi is fucking insane, mate. Insane. We share the front row with Charles Leclerc, Hülkenberg in P5. Surely we get at least double points from this. P1 and P5. I know there's only 8 positions that you can score on a sprint, but surely we got him. Let's go. Let's fucking go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go here in Miami. It's a decent start, and I think we are just going to keep our position. And we have. Norris has got Nico, unfortunately, who is slowly dropping back, I think. No, he's P6. And Ocon and Piastri are fighting behind. Leclerc and Russell fighting behind, and we're still in P1. Now we took that corner a bit poorly, and by a bit I mean very poorly. So we're probably going to be under attack here from Charles Leclerc, as he does try to get past us, and he's going to squeeze us. But we've got the better pace in this sector. Every single session we've got a purple middle sectors. We went mad wide there. But it's actually benefited us because Leclerc and Russell are now fighting behind. Which is pretty secure, if I do say so myself. And Nico is kind of keeping up with Lando in P5. I think our straight line speed is really superior to everyone else's. And at a track like Miami, that really benefits because there's quite a few straights and quite a few big straights as well. Yeah, Nico's dropping back a bit there now, you can see, from the pressure from Piastri and P7. But we're absolutely flying. Hamilton, it's a Ferrari civil war with Russell now just chilling. Russell's been overtaken. Russell's come back at Leclerc. Leclerc's just lost 2 places. It's Hamilton in P2 now. And now Norris has joined the party. There's a 4-way battle behind us. And with that huge battle, we are managing to just, you know, do our laps, sort of chill, you know. They're a second behind us, but we're chilling because they're fighting in the sectors or the parts of the track that we're not very good at and we lose time at. So if they keep doing that, then that allows us to maintain the gap because of the middle sector being that much superior to everyone else. Because this part of the track is the problem for us. And like you will see, they gain time if we have that much slower. But like when they fight, the time stays the same, if not gets bigger. So it's mainly this corner here because the car refuses to turn. Well, like, look at how, like, Russell was right behind us then. He just gained 8 tenths. Or, like, 9 tenths, 8 tenths. There alone. And it's also helped that Hamilton's now got past Russell again. But this is what I'm saying with the fighting. Like, the gap will stay the same by the end of the lap because they just keep fighting. And that is the beautiful part of it. I want to get a quick teammate status, please.
Teammate behind, 5.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're sitting in 7th. Time last
Sitting
lap,
in 7th.
1 minute 32.6.
Ah, because Piastri's got past them there. Norris in P3, Leclerc all the way down in 5th. So it goes 5th Leclerc now. You started on the front row with us. Hamilton's come from 6th to 2nd. Norris has come from 6th. Nah, Hamilton's come from 5th? No, 4th. Sorry. Hamilton's come from 4th to 2nd. Leclerc's gotten from 2nd to 5th. Lando has went from 6th to 3rd. Hulkenberg's gone from 5th to 7th, which in all honesty isn't actually that bad, because he's keeping up with them. He really is. He's keeping up with them. However, behind us is a fucking civil war of just British drivers. It's yesterday's podium just fighting behind us right now. First full British podium since I think it was 1968. And they're now fighting us in the game as we bang the wall, which isn't very good. Tried to carry a bit more speed into that corner. It's kind of cost us. We can have a slight bit of damage, and Norris may get the run on us, but he's going to have to send it right up the inside in coming into this corner. And yeah, we've definitely got damage because we blocked up there, but it's actually gave us a better line, unironically, going a slight bit wide there. And we just about got.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep
The
taking care.
line. Antonelli's got past Hulkenberg now. He's still
Okay,
in
so
the
we're leading our
still
teammate
in
by
the spots.
4.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're 8th.
The 8th.
And the
Alright,
time
we'll
last
just
lap
don't lose
was
8th then, please.
1:33.6.
Yeah, Norris is flying now. Okay, he is rapid. Lando Norris is absolutely rapid. But we're just about going to stay with him, I think, because of how good our middle sector is. We may even have a chance to send it on him on this back straight. Because of how long the back straight is, I think we might just be able to get a cheeky little move done on Lando, but it depends on how bad / good our exit is. It's not the best exit, but I think we're going to start catching. We are going to start catching.
Boost mode is available now.
We might just be able to sneak a move in here up the inside. And we have, we're back into P1, ahead of our championship rival, Lando Norris.
Gap to your teammate behind, 4.5 seconds.
Antonelli up into 5th now, it's a 4-5 for the Mercedes team. Like, we are so bad in this sector. Look how much just like grip and like how better the McLaren is compared to us, and this is why I am like so surprised that we are where we are like every race, because this is crazy. Nico's getting hunted by the Red Bulls now. I've just seen both Red Bulls like about a second off them, which is not very good. Do you know what though? If Hulkenberg can get P10 and P5, that shows signs to the race that he can maybe nick a point or two. But I think it really does question the race pace of Nico, because as much as the cars are a lot better, like, you know, there's a bit of a problem that all he's done is gone back, like he's not even gone forward. Like, he lost the position on the line, he's just losing lots of time everywhere. So it's like, what can you possibly do about that? Yeah, I think Lando's going to win this one. Whether we can hang on to P2 is the main question here, because we do have two Mercedes behind us that are battling. Antonelli's just overtook Russell, actually. I can see two Red Bulls, or I think that's just one. No, it's both of them. Both of the Red Bulls are right up Nico's arsehole. Hulkenberg, please hold on to the like me. We're actually catching Lando again because of our really good sectors here. And by sectors I mean really good middle sectors, not like overall sectors. Our first and third sectors are quite poo, if I'm going to be honest. He's so much more rapid, it's crazy. Look at that. Now I understand he's probably using a bit of battery. Like that's not just battery, you know what I mean? That's pure, like, that's pure pace of that McLaren compared to this car. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we see Nico slowly but surely gaining a bit of a gap back to the Red Bulls there. Maybe there's a bit of squabbling from both Red Bulls trying to be the lead driver this year, with a lot of faults from Verstappen and allowing, Hadjar to be in points positions and Max being in the garage. Really, it means he's being effort in it. We're right behind Lando now though. On to lap 9, we might get the run on him here.
Managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
He's used the racing line. We faked to go around the outside. We went up the inside. He's still right there, and he's trying to keep his nose in. And he will keep his nose in, and he will fly past us again. Like in this sector 1, we are really bad. Piastri, Antonelli's flew down. I've just realised Antonelli's nowhere near Russell anymore. Antonelli was P3 like a lap ago. That was really risky, but I think we've just made it work. Lando is trying to get past us once again now. I'm hoping we get a good getaway. I think we might have got a decent getaway. We use all our battery on this straight here. Brake early. Car won't turn, that's not a good thing. Hulkenberg's been overtaken by both Red Bulls now, that's a shame. As we come on to the last lap then, and what looked like
So we're leading our teammate by 8.
Maybe just holding our own in P2 turned into us being on pole position because of Lando's penalty. Lando's actually been flying this weekend, he's come back, but we just may hold on to a P1 here, although it doesn't look very likely as the car's refusing to turn there. We've got a bit of a tyre warning, and I'm hoping that Lando's just not quick enough, but he will have overtake, which will help him a lot down these straights. And it looks like he's going to try and move here as he gets closer and closer, but thankfully the corner couldn't come quick enough there. And I think it is just all about keeping them behind, because Hamilton and Russell have joined the party here for this final straight. And it is now all about whether we can hold on for this final straight. We kept all our battery for it. We're going to use all that battery. Lando's going to get away, to slow getaway for Hamilton and Russell, and it's going to be either us or Lando, but it looks like it might just be us if we get a good corner here. We've got a good thing coming. It's a decent corner from us. Good getaway, please. I know that McLaren is absolutely rapid and it's going to be to the line. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be us or Lando Norris? It's just about going to be us to win the sprint. Get in there. Come on, John.
Yes, mate,
What a battle with Lando Norris that was there for them last couple of laps. He looked like he was going to fly away, and thankfully he didn't do that. It's unfortunately, I think, P10 for Nico Hulkenberg. It is what it is then, innit?
So
At the end
the
of the day,
concluded,
it is
join us next
P10
time
did
for
get
qualifying.
overtaken by
And of
both
course, the main
Red
event,
Bulls. But
this
you know what?
weekend's
10
Formula
laps,
One
only
Grand Prix.
9.9 seconds
We'll see you
behind
next
us.
time.
He's normally about 25. So you can't complain with that. Showing some decent pace here is Nico Hulkenberg. He may, just may, stay in P10. You never know. You never know. I'm happy with that. How can we not be? We've extended our gap by 1 whole point. It's now 5 instead of 4. Without further ado, let's get into the qualifications. Qualifying. Well, hey, come at that, Sean. I've just nearly spilled me water everywhere. Calmer, relax. My bottle just nearly fell over. I've literally just jumped out my skin, chat. Holy shit. Okay. Well, after that little scare, it's quality time. Let's go. Let's go. Come on then. Qualification. You know what I'm saying, bro. The qualification.
Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to...
Here we
Okay,
go.
give me a quick radio check, please.
Q1
Radio
is it
check.
looking like it's gonna be nice
Radio
and
check.
dry. It is. So there probably won't be many shake-ups unless someone puts a bad lap in, gets blocked by traffic, etc., etc. So let's go on to our first lap then. Here we go, gonna start our lap now. Here we are in the start finish straight, and it's gonna be, hopefully, a repeat of sprint quali. But if it doesn't want to do that, we'll take P5, you know. Maybe a P8, you know. As long as we're P3, I think that's the aim here. We got a car that's good enough for P3 with a 5th fastest car now. So I think if we don't get P3, it's a bit of a poor quality. You know, previously we'd be happy with a P3, and then whatever happens in P3 happens. But I think the fact that we've now got a car that is the 5th fastest car, you know, it's very close to Alpine, but Pierre and Colapinto, mainly Pierre, have not been the greatest this weekend. So we should really be aiming for P3, especially because we've just done it in the sprint, so why can't we do it here? Middle sector, it is purple once again, as it should be. We absolutely covered this middle sector. That middle sector is ours, and always will be ours at this point. As we are now, we're going to come to the line, race to the line now. Going to try a different line that might feel quicker, and it's 5th, very, very close. 0.029 to Lando Norris in P3. And again, you've got a question. Is our car quicker in Miami than it is in other places? Because we look really fast. Hulkenberg only 1.2 off as well. For the 136. That's not bad. Hudson P11. Lance Stroll is P10. What the fuck? What the fuck? Lance Stroll has done a good lap. I'm not having this. Well, we don't need to go again. Hulkenberg went again. And I don't think he's improved. And I just seen him go down and down, but thankfully he is through. Okay, Esteban Ocon and Oliver Behrman now. That's surprising because they just had a very good sprint quali. You know, they were Ocon got Q3, I think Behrman got like 13. I mean, yeah, wow. Perez has pulled the lap out of his arse. Both VCARs, Colin Pinto out, Gasly scrapes through. Poor lap from Nico there. Decent, very good lap, decent. You know, I'd say it's a decent lap personally because we are a second off the pace, but for an Audi, you can't complain. It's P5 and P15 in Q1. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way because then, well, Nico will be out, won't he? I'm just gonna quickly blow my nose shut.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Apologies, boys. Fucking still very ill from the weekend, so it's not a nice experience, put it that way. Here we are then, let's do our lap in Q2, hopefully get through to Q3. I mean, do you know what, without jinxing it, I seem a lot better at Miami on the F126 DLC as I am on any other F1 since it's been introduced, because one thing I will say is that this is normally one of my worst tracks. Now, it's never worse than Saudi, I will say that. Never as bad as Saudi. But like, I'm really bad at this track normally, so the 2026 DLC, maybe I prefer this car on this track. I think I just seen Hulkenberg do a 131 by the way, which is 2 seconds off the pace. Which is absolutely poo. The 129.7. I think Hulkenberg did a 131.002 or something. Which was only quicker than Sergio Perez because Sergio Perez is in a Cadillac. There we go. Absolute flying to the middle sector. 1.9 seconds up on Sergio Perez in that middle sector alone. And it's now going to be to the line. I'm going to say this is about a 130. 128.9. Fucking hell, mate. Where's that come from? Jesus Christ. Wow, okay. That is an absolute stormer of a lap. Oh, that's really good. Have we still been beaten by Norris? Okay. Mate, we're 6 tenths clear of Hadjar there. Holy shit. Yeah, Hulkenberg down to 14th. Mate, that was an absolute stinker from you. Please tell me you're going again. Nico, go again. Nico, thank you. (31-3). That's what I've done, but what's his middle? If he does a bad middle sector, he's gone. It's as simple as that. He's got traffic. I think they're also on flying. Flying laps. 33.8. He's a second off the pace. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Where are you gonna go, Nico? To the line. 11th. He's out. For fuck's sake. 12th. Finished 12th. Antonelli out. That's a big shot. But he's nowhere near. He's 4 tenths off Albon. He's not even quicker than Fernando Alonso, for fuck's sake. Gasly out. So the only... Both Williams are through. We're through. And there's both McLarens, both Ferraris, both Red Bulls, and only George Russell and Mercedes as Antonelli goes out again. I don't know why he's so bad in this game. I don't know why he's only 83 rated in this game. It confuses me. But yeah, let's get into Q3. It's Q3 time, man. Q3!
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Yeah, radio is good.
There we go. Hopefully only need one lap now. Here we go, to the line, start the lap. And hopefully, again, we can pull that incredible middle sector out that can get us into the 129, the 128s again. I think we go 127.99, I think it was. It's really good. I don't know how we've done that at all. There we go then. What's the middle sector chatting? Of course it's purple. Why would it not be purple? A 128.9 for Lando Norris. He did a 128.799 last time, so if he can do that again, then we're flying, mate, because that would be P1. Unless someone went quicker than Lando. But I doubt it, because he is absolutely flying. No one else can keep up with him this weekend except ourselves. It's a race to the line. And it's a 128.983, which puts us 0.082. Russell went faster with a 128.812. George Russell is joining the party, ladies and gentlemen. George Russell has indeed joined the party. Okay, then. Wow. We will be using this pair of socks. I still believe you can find time. I really do. I think you can find a lot of time here. Maybe not a lot. Maybe a lot's the wrong word to use. But I do think you can find like a 10th, 2 tenths, and that might get us higher than third. To the line, start our lap. You found a lot of time, mate. What the fuck? Where's all this time come from, bro? He found 7 tenths from somewhere. I thought we found a 10th. Maybe 2 at the at most. 7. We found 7 tenths. Where's that come from? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. It's to the line. We're gaining even more time to the line. And that is 1,000,000% pole position. But where the fuck that's come from,
Thank you, mate.
I do not know. Wow. Oh, mate, this Audi just put the greatest lap of all time together. A 1:28.2. 6 tenths clear of George Russell. 7 tenths exactly clear of Lando Norris. We are 1.4 seconds clear of a 7-time world champion in a Ferrari. 1.2 seconds clear of a Ferrari. 1.391 seconds clear of a 4-time world champion in a Red Bull that's a faster car than ours. All these cars behind us, except the Williams, are faster by a lot. How have we pulled that off? I don't know. I really don't know how we pulled that off. That is insane. Holy shit. Well, with that, we're gonna get straight into the race, mate, because fucking hell. That is an absolute corker of a lap, and I don't know how I've done that. 1:28.2 on the dot. That is insane. Let's see what we can do in the race. I'll be back in a sec, please. Yes, now people, we're back. We are back, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Rating. We got a bit of pace, 500 pace for that. What a Gabriel Bortoleto. Well, that was definitely a really good qualifier. I don't know how I've done that. Pre-race, hubs there, well, cheers Mark, and later in the middle. Let's get into the race then. Race from pole. Don't know how we've done that lap. Let's see what we can do.
Florida is no stranger to world-class sport, and as of 2022, the USA's Sunshine State is now on the F1 calendar. Welcome back to the Magic City for the Miami Grand Prix. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
Gabriel Bortoleto lines up on pole position,
just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Piastri, Max Verstappen and Hamilton, Hadjar, Albon, Leclerc and Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Antonelli, Pierre Gasly and Stroll, Perez, Lawson, Esteban Ocon and Carlos Sainz, Bottas,
Colapinto, Lindblad and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid.
And with lights out just moments away, It's time to go down to the track.
Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. I know the teams say there's no number one or number two, but behind the scenes, there's always a top dog and a little pup, and this driver is the toppest of top dogs at this team.
Well, they're certainly marking their territory, aren't they, Crofty, as team leader? And, you know, they've got to run with this now. It's all going their way, but this is Formula One. Anything can change in an instant. And, you know, you've got to keep running with that energy and keep certifying yourself within the team.
Don't know why this isn't loading. Fucking hell. Alright, I'm just gonna come back because it's not loading.
Right, give
Oh,
me a
of
quick
course it
radio
comes
check,
back.
please. Radio
Alright,
check.
there we go. It wants me to do it too. You can fuck off me. I'm not
Mate, I
gonna have
know
that
it's hot in
soft
that
stint in
cockpit,
there.
believe me, but your tyres are even hotter than that. You've got to work really hard today to keep them cool, otherwise we're going to suffer with our performance.
I don't wanna. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not letting me do a fucking one. I don't know why. Is it a mandatory two? I don't think so. But anyway, I'm gonna start on mediums. I think we can do a one. Let's have a look. And it is down to the 5 red lights. We're on mediums. Russell and Nice behind me. Both McLaren going soft, and it is 5 red lights. And away we go. Max Verstappen fifth. Who has took a grip penalty? I think it might be Charles Leclerc that took a grip penalty then. That looks like. Let's put that down to none. It's a great start. Max Verstappen's up into P3. Norris on the softs after he's been rapid all weekend. He's going to try and fight it. He's side by side with him, I think. What it looks like. But he just doesn't risk it. And surely that's one is where you take a couple of risks in it to try and get ahead, and then you can just chill. Looks like Nico Hulkenberg's in about P15. It looks like he's lost a place on the start. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris behind us. Max has had a very good start, by the way. I don't know where that's come from. The Red Bull showed absolutely fuck all pace this week. Last weekend. Say that though, but in Q1 Max was P1. By like a good 2 tenths as well. And I think it was land on P2. But Max is up into P2 after starting P5, because I think Charles Leclerc took a grid penalty. Max Verstappen split the two Ferraris and then started ahead of one, which means that he did indeed get a grid penalty, which I think made him start P10, and I think he actually stayed there. I don't know, I think it's P9 ahead of
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
It was Carlos Sainz at P10. I want to get a quick look. Teammate stack was actually 10.6 seconds behind.
Okay, they're on
They're
old
also
softs. They're in 12th.
in 12th.
Time last lap, 1 minute,
Good start.
34.7.
Well done, Nico. Good start. Good start. Ahead of the Mercedes of Antonelli as well, actually. He's gained 2 positions, I think. He started P14, didn't he? Max Verstappen is absolutely rapid. He's catching us right now at a pretty rapid rate. But absolutely flying, I tell you that. Flying me. Looking tried to take a bit, just that like little extra bit of power into the corner, tap the wall. I'm hoping that's not caused like any major issues and that we'll be okay. No, it's caused sort of because the car's not turning as nicely as it was. Yeah, it's caused damage to somewhere. I can't tell
No need
where.
to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, Gabriel. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make...
Right, please. I'm just gonna have to. I'm getting literally spam messaged by my sister, so I just need to make sure that this isn't anything like life changing. That's just there being a fat piece of shit. Like literally though, it's hello, hello, hello. Can I have tea?
best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Like I'm obviously gonna do your tea. That's all I mean. Fucking spamming me as if like she's getting jumped or something. Where was the exceeding track limits there? Come on.
Good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
It's not turning anymore. I think I've got slight front wing damage, you know. I do, yeah. Look at the front, the right bit of the front wing, chap.
Tyres are degrading fast. We
It's
can
a
change
lighter.
strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details.
Damage.
Copy.
What am I tyres saying? For those I want me to change. That's the front. Front. Right. That's the problem.
Okay,
That
so
will
we're
look
leading our
good,
teammate by
anyway.
15.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 13th
13th.
place.
So he's
And
probably been
time
overtaken
last
by
lap,
Antonelli. This what's happened here.
1:35.1.
Yeah, Antonelli's flying. I think he's just got past Fernando there. He's pit.
Okay,
Okay.
Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
You know what? Nico with a cheeky undercut might be decent.
Nico's coming in for his stop now.
You told me that twice now. Told me he's pit 2 times. But how many times do I need to know that a man is pit? Let's have a look
Gap
at
to your
Nico's
teammate
last lap.
behind, 33.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 15th. Time last lap, 1 minute 47.4.
He's come out in 15th, you know. Does that mean everyone behind him is pit? Because for him to come out in P15 when he was like P12, P13, that's mad. I mean, we come out in front of him if we pit right now, we come out in P14.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Got a pair of new softs or a pair of new hards. I may have to do a one. I may have to do a one. The McLaren's a bit off the shore.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 33.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 15th. And the time last lap, 1:33.7.
Fuck's sake, bro.
If you continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful.
In fact, you know what? No one's gotta know. Me. Right. I want it to just be a bit interesting, so I don't want to start going and putting myself fucking damage, because we'll just go back and back and back, and it'll be a bit of a boring episode then. That front looks like it's about to explode. The way that front right's moving just doesn't sit right with me. It's moving like I'm about to get a puncture mark.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Bro, it didn't let me turn? What? What? Okay, well,
You're leading the pack. That's P1.
my controller
and
just
Verstappen's
switched
behind.
off
Okay,
for
your
a
pit
split
window
second then,
opens
so...
next lap. You've got 20 laps left until the end.
Because like, it won't let me scroll down to press full race update. It wasn't letting me turn. It didn't
You're in
even give
first
me a full...
position, front of the pack. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. You've got 20 laps left until the end.
Still don't like the way that front right's moving. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more lap. I'm gonna risk it.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in lap.
Okay.
Right, let's have you
Box
in at the
this
end
lap
of this
then,
lap,
box
please.
this lap.
Don't forget, box this lap.
Are we going on to hards? We are. Here we are in the pits then. Good stop please guys. No pit stop issues please. And thank you. Good turning. 2.4. 2.4 exactly.
Go, go, go.
That.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, one stop to go. Just one stop left in this strategy.
And you come on to head up at Norris as well on a huge, humongous undercut. Teammate Stafford.
Behind, 26.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 14th place. Time last lap, 1 minute 34.8.
I didn't even see where it said he was. Can we ask again, please?
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 13th place.
30.
And the time last
Oh, that's
lap,
not bad.
1:34.8.
I think Hadjar and Antonelli are yet to pit, so he's actually going to be P11. He'll come out miles ahead of them.
Okay, so overtake mode active. We'll get some extra power from the hybrid system now. Use boost on the next long straight to get past.
We're panicking. Gonna lose my job.
Okay, Gabriel, Hadge is behind you. We want to keep them behind.
I think we'll
please.
do a
This
pretty
is
good,
super critical for our strategy.
do a pretty good job of that because, well, he'll probably pit in like a lap.
Okay, no issues with tyre
No
wear
issues
for
with
now.
tyre wear.
Keep taking care of it.
Because we're 2 laps old, yeah, fucking doing. Max is in for his stop now. The undercut definitely worked because
The Audi's
the
in
gap
the
was
pits.
the second. Like 2. It's probably like 8, 9, even 10 seconds. The gap is 9. Why is that on medium? I have that on not. It always have that on not. Why is that on medium? Ain't no way. I was wondering why I had no battery. Right, let's have a look now at
Gap to your
everyone
teammate
except
behind,
Hadjar pitted.
19.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 12th. time
So,
last lap,
yes, we will
1
be
minute
11 when Hatch happens,
35.3.
most likely. Hajar's holding everyone up for us again. Bro just loves me. Gabriel Bortoleto and Isaac Hadjani, best mates. Because Hadjar just keeps holding everybody up. So, like, what the fuck? Also, Jai, I appreciate all the follows and everything, bro. I mean, it means a lot. Thank you very much, man. Is the gap getting bigger? Because that'll be really surprising. It is. Whoa. That's crazy, bro.
Okay,
Where
so
are
leading
you?
our teammate by 25.0 seconds. They're on old mediums, and the time last lap, 1:36.6. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy.
No, bro. At the door. It was not the door. It was not. I don't like that. Make me get out of my seat because I've just heard the knock. It wasn't even for my door, but it sounded like it was my door. But it's fucking like 12 doors down, so I can't fucking see them. think Russell's just overtook Norris there. And Max is doing the party with them now as well. Nearly best mates with Mr. Wally.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
Second stop for Nico.
Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
Check on Nico's in the pits. It's not like I get told 15 billion times. There's an angry British man behind. Why does it actually tell me like 16 different times that Nico's in the pits? Like, surely in the nice way possible, once is enough. It's told me again. That's 5 times now. It's told me that Hulkenberg in the pits. 5 times in 1 lap that a man's coming for a pit stop. Full rights up the lead, gas freezer.
You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens, and 11 laps to go.
There we go. I think we're about to see some people start to pit for their second stop. I think we might need to. That front right is a bit too scone, but we'll have a look when it gets to our pit time.
Gap to your teammate behind, 45.4 seconds.
Yeah, but it's only 4,000 focus in the second stop. It'd be like 20, 24, or like 21 if you didn't do that second stop.
Okay, Gabriel, after that front wing damage, we've got to look after it now. Please protect the front wing. Come on.
Okay, copy.
Just take the next couple of laps just a bit more comfortably.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
I think we can survive for like lap 25. Because you've got to remember that the softs will be even worse than this. I need to watch that gap between ourselves and Piastri, because if that starts to get a bit too low, then we may have to stay out if we want this win, I can't lie. Max is catching George now. I think Max will be doing a one-stop actually, so I don't think we're going to win anyway, now that I've just thought about it.
Okay, the pit window's open.
I think
so
we'll
let's box this
hit
lap.
lap
Box this lap.
24.
Copy.
Oh well, I say pit, I'm going to make my decision on at the end of lap 24.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Max is
Okay,
overtook
remember
and
to
he's
pit this
catching.
lap.
I don't think I'm on the pit stop ahead of Piastri and Norris now. I really don't think I am.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by
Russell's in.
48.2 seconds.
I think so. I'll come out in 4th. But we are just giving the win up then. And I personally think we deserve this win. We drove incredibly. Then it's like, do we risk a puncture for a win? You know?
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
I've made the decision. I'm staying out. Norris has got Piastri, so he's P3.
You're in first position, front of the pack, and Verstappen's behind. The pit window is open, pit window currently open. Okay, just 5 laps until the end.
I've just nearly died.
Gap to your
Teammate
teammate
status.
behind, 47.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in 15th. Time last
15th,
lap,
there you
1
go.
minute 34.8.
He should have tried a one stop with Nico, to be honest. They really should have. Will it pay off though, man? Struggling to turn, bro. Tap that point now. Getting harder and harder to turn. The back right's now 60 as well. There is a Dutchman that is kind of flying behind us. He is. It looks like he's catching. I will say that. I'm unsure. But it looks like he's catching. We now have 2 laps in the corner to bring this shit home.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 47.9 seconds.
It's gonna go on the last lap, innit? That front right is screaming at me. It's screaming at me. I know it won't. I know it. I know that it is gonna go on this final lap. I can feel it. I really can. I can feel it.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Just one more lap. This is so scary, bro. It's on 84%. Just take this corner nice and slow. We're going to come to the line. He's done it. Okay, he's done it. We're going to win the one-stopper dreams. We made it work. That was fucking risky. That was too risky. 85% that finished on. That was very risky. Wow. Okay. Get in there. Come on. What a win. Bash.
He came, he saw, he conquered. It's victory for Gabriel Bortoleto.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. And that top spot waits for one driver. Today, it's Gabriel Bortoleto.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So then, we win both the sprint and the race somehow. The one-stopper dreams there where Max Verstappen was catching, he was gaining. He was also on a 1, but a strategy offset by about 5 laps. Kind of fucked Max's race up, to be honest, because he was catching. We then pit, so then he could no longer catch. It was quite good from us, I would say. I was going to do an extra lap, but he would have caught us with that extra lap. So then that would have been about 3-second gap. At the end, 2-second gap. Still wouldn't have been enough. Nico finishes down in P13. The 2-stop didn't work, and I think we could see that it didn't work because, you know, Lando 2-stop, 1-stop, Isaac Hadjar actually went down a place, but Kimi on the 2-stop did quite a good race in that Mercedes, a lot quicker car. But, you know, Hamilton down from 6th to 9th in a 2-stop. 2-stop clearly didn't work for a lot of people. A lot of people. But yeah, I mean, I'll take that 1 million percent for both the sprint and the race, and we are now 15 points clear at Lando Norris. I don't know how we're doing this. I really don't know how we're doing this. Like, this is incredible. Nico's still not done anything, and hopefully he gets his first point soon. We got more upgrades coming for the next race. But with that, he's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe right down there. I know you want to. And we'll be back most likely tomorrow for another episode of the Bortoleto career mode. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your days, nights, wherever it's from. Peace. Right, please. What a race, bro. What a race. But that was a good race, that chat. A really good race. I quite enjoyed that. Quite enjoyed that, I'll say.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity.
Let's quit the main menu. I forgot to get a screenshot of me and Lando fighting. In the sprint. I want to make sure that it's saved, to be honest. Let's go down to 3. Yes, it's there. Okay, perfect. So, well, with that then, boys, I am going to end the stream there. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. That is a lovely stream. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, boys. Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow with another stream. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Do your stream. Really appreciate it. Peace.